Message to guys to be tougher this week, going outside on days like today, and versus closing the garages and just having indoor practices.
Yeah, we got to be tougher. I mean, the bottom line, to win this league, you got to be tough. You got to be detailed. You got to be, doing the little things. You can't turn the ball over. You can't have catastrophic, big plays against you. You got to reduce those both sides of the ball. And but yeah, we got to be tougher. There's no doubt about it. It was good to get out there today and go in, the last 2 days and go in with the elements and because you got to be able to play in all kinds of weather.
Did last year kind of teach you guys that too, just with how, two of the coldest games in 25 years in Memorial Stadium, just getting used to playing in these November conditions?
Yeah, that's the great thing about here is you're going to get, multiplicity of weather, right? Warm weather, hot beginning, beautiful fall weather. Then toward the end, it's going to be cold. So you get to do that. And last time I checked, if you want to be an NFL player, you don't just get to play in warm weather, right? You better be playing in all kind of different scenarios, different places. And so I think it's good for our guys.
Hey, Ryan, you guys got into a rhythm with Wandale in the second half Saturday against Indiana. I know you went into that game, expecting Dietrich to get the ball a lot. How did that thing play out for you guys through the game with who got the majority of the reps?
Well, first half was I think Mills got more than Wandale, and then the second half Wandale kind of got in a rhythm, toward the end he kind of got in a rhythm and made some plays, and there was just some stuff we really wanted to get done, and Wandale just fit some of the new concepts we had in there, but this game here, both guys are going to have to be ready to play, and that's just it just depends on, and then there was a hot hand element to it too, kind of a feel, so that's our job to kind of see how the flow of the game went and what we were wanting to get done, but that's just the way it turned out. Sometimes it can go the other way, but anybody that goes out there, you might have to play more plays than you're normally used to, and that's just part of the deal.
With some of the attrition or different things in your ring, who are some guys that you guys still considered as Duck R options here moving forward?
Obviously you got Wandale can do it, and you got Belt that can do it. Those two guys. Wyatt can do it. So we're still okay there. Attrition's a natural part of how I think today's college football world is, and so you deal with it just like you do with injuries, just like anything else, and you move on to the next guy. And that's why our walk-on program is so critical, because you get that thing right, and some of the guys really working hard in your program have opportunities to move up when you lose a guy or two, whether it's a scholarship kid or a walk-on guy. It is what it is. You move on and next guy up.
As you start to zone in on recruiting with another bye week coming up, how much are you mining the JUCOs, kind of trying to, and what are you looking for in the JUCOs right now?
Well, I think we're looking, at the, kind of the best player out there mentality. If there's a guy we feel like can upgrade a position, this year there's a little bit more non-conventional, 4-for-3 guys that are out there that might have opportunities and aren't just your regular 2-for-2. So we're going to look, that are qualifiers. So we're looking, like an NFL deal. We're looking for the best available players. There might be a position more or less that if we can find the right guy, but it's finding the right guy. We don't want to just take the 10th best JUCO kid that you could get a high school kid that's number 3 on your board, or vice versa. We want to really do well and finish up strong in recruiting. I think we got a really good start to it, and you just got to grind and finish to the end and work your butt off to get the right kids here that love football, that want to come here and help us get this thing turned around, because we will get it turned around.
Does having 2 bye weeks as close together as they are next week again give you some different, allow you to do some different things and getting on the road with recruiting that are not normal in a season?
Well, you're limited with days, so we use a lot of days the first off week. So I don't know how many we have left. So I know we don't have as many. So we'll have to make sure that we're smart with that and really be strategic in where we go to make sure we're getting the most bang for your buck till we can get back out. So I know we don't have near as many days because we've used a lot, which is good. So we'll be strategic and really looking at some of the newer targets and then guys that maybe we weren't able to get to before.
I know you expect a lot out of Wando from the time that you started recruiting him and when he signed, but has anything about his toughness or his willingness to run between the tackles or whatever it might be, just from a toughness element, has he surprised you, impressed you, or is this what you expected from
Well, we
the
knew
start?
when we recruited him he was a dog, and he embraces that. He wants the ball. He wants to be out there. We just got to be smart not to be pounding him up there 30 times a game. That wouldn't be doing him justice. But he's a guy that just gives you a multiplicity of options with matchup issues, and we did well on screens and different things that we can present with him out there. But Diedrich's fine. He's a guy we're counting on, and so those two guys, and obviously we have Ramir has 2 more games he could potentially play in, so we want to be smart with his redshirt situation. And then you have Wyatt and you have Brody Bell. And then we brought up Jacob Weidmaster from the minors. He's gotten a few reps this week too, just to make sure from a depth standpoint we're where we need to be.
Primarily, would you like to keep Ramir sort of ready in case you need him, like to put him in an injury situation during a game, or do you target games down the stretch to say, ideally, we'd like him to play this one and this one?
We're kind of playing it week by week. I wish we could do that. We just aren't able to do that just due to injuries and this, that, and the other. So every week he's ready to go for everything. And then, last week he was prepared to go, depending on Wandale's situation. Obviously, Wandale was able to go, so we were able to save another game. It's kind of a week-by-week situation, and we'll see how it goes. He'll be prepared every week, and we'll see how it works itself out.